All right, we do be back with more Please Be Happy. In the last one,
Tell me this story next.
the audio was terrible. Oh, wait. Title. Yes. I meant to hit load.
Shall we pick up where we left off?
Yes, we met 12% complete. Nice. The audio was terrible in the last one. Hopefully it wasn't too bad in the first one. Either way, I'm going to be fixing both of them. And what I mean by that is the game was way too quiet because recording on OBS is a little confusing. Because on my side, the audio levels looked to be about equal. Yet my audio was like 4 times louder. I mean, not 4 times louder, like about 15 times louder because you could barely hear the game. And to hear the game, I'd have to be like shouting in your ears. So I've adjusted the settings, listened back a little bit, and it seems pretty good right now. But yeah, so hopefully we're okay for the future. Anyways, let's get into it. In the last one, we went on a little walk around town with Juliet. And this time, I don't know what else we're doing. I just kind of waited for it. Oh, we're gonna go see Aspen. Okay, so we get a little time with both of them. It's another chilly morning in Wellington. I'm outside the Bell House waiting for Aspen.
People are gonna think I'm staking this place out. And for once, that isn't true.
It's after breakfast, but before the sun's up. It's after breakfast, but before the sun's up. Aspen invited me for a free drink before they open, but I'm starting to think I've been duped.
Anytime now.
I rub my arms and bounce around to try to stay warm. Right as I'm thinking about picking the lock myself, the front door swings open and Aspen waves me inside.
So anyway, like I was saying, my uncle taught me this trick to make it taste better. You put a little bit of salt in the coffee and it brings out the flavor, right? Not too much. You don't want to make it salty, but just a little bit.
I like her. Also, can everyone see her wings in the fox ears? I still can't tell about that. I do like the way it, like this stuff like puts out exposition and / world building. It feels very natural and I do like it a lot. But that's the one part I'm still like a little unsure of.
Sorry about that. I got a little held up.
It's okay.
I was thinking maybe you forgot about me after all.
No, you're not rid of me that easily. I was just...
I tried it and it's really good. Have you tried it? Remind me, I'll make you one. So then I was thinking, if I start doing that every time I make a drink, eventually people will start realizing that their coffee's better when I make it, but they won't know why.
So, question, is Lena gonna be another girl, like another option of best girl, or is she competing with me for Aspen's love? I don't know.
Talking to Lena.
Okay, I don't think Aspen likes her very much. Never mind, maybe she's just kind of here to hang out and vibe with us as like a bird angel lady.
That can always take longer than you expect or plan for. But she and I often look the other way for each other on certain things.
Oh?
Such as letting you in before the store opens, for instance.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, am I not supposed to be here?
That's cool.
As long as we open on time, it's fine, and Lena and I are the 2 fastest. You kind of have to be when she's involved.
She's right there. Can she not hear you?
What do you mean?
I'm sure you'll see. Come on, what do you want today?
I inspect the menu. It's as unhelpful as ever.
Here's a paper copy, if that's easier to read.
She hands me a little printout menu. It's also distinctly lacking pictures.
Sorry, can't read it.
Oh, do you need a Korean version? I'm afraid we don't have one.
This might sound stupid, but I'm a sucker for like one character was like raised in a situation where they couldn't learn how to read, so another character's like, I'll teach you, and then they become besties.
Oh, nah. Can't read any languages.
I may as well have told her that the sky is green. Oh, I didn't even notice Aspen's expression change. Aspen stares at me in clear disbelief. This isn't the usual weird look. This is beyond that. She laughs nervously.
You're joking, right?
The way Aspen says everything just makes me cackle. I love it. I shake my head. She collapses onto a stool behind her, fanning her face with the menu in her hand.
I can't believe it. I just can't. So you haven't. Wow.
You haven't read a book? Oh no. I can tell she really wants to say more, but holds herself back.
I suppose that explains a lot. Still, I just can't imagine.
It takes a moment, but she regains her composure.
Anyway, if you want to try something new, then how about our ambrosia latte? It's one of our seasonal beverages with apple and
Hang on, I want to turn up the
caramel.
game just a little bit for me. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at being professional. Wait, whoa, I can just pick any voice to increase? Seems a little weird, but okay. Sound. I mean, I guess if you're having some audio, like, trouble understanding some characters, I guess that could help.
Apples and coffee.
That didn't increase the
I've never
volume
had
at, like,
that
all.
before.
Yes, well, we're experimenting with the recipe still.
I said that we should try adding more cinnamon to it.
I don't even know where Lena comes from. Suddenly she's just there.
Aspen said it would overwhelm the other flavors, but I add extra whenever I make one, and so far no one's complained.
Lena, are you serious?
Well, yeah. How else are we gonna find out which one's better?
You know what? I like the cut of her jib. She's a vibe. I appreciate
I'll make
it.
one for your friend too, and she can tell us which one she likes more.
Lena!
2 free drinks. The other girl hurries back to the kitchen, clearly not caring about what Aspen was about to say. Aspen sighs and shakes her head.
Right, well, I have to open the registers and put on the coffee. I'll have your drink in a couple minutes.
Okay, thanks.
I hop up on the tall on one. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at reading. I hop up on one of the tall stools and wait, swinging my legs back and forth. Before long, the cafe fills with the smell of warm coffee and baking bread. It's enough to make my mouth water, even though it hasn't been long since I last ate. Aspen roams between the kitchen and the front area, always looking very busy. She checks and inspects what seems like every drawer and cabinet in the place while getting ready. Lena's busy too, mopping and setting up chairs. At some point she puts earphones in, and her music is loud enough for me to hear it from across the building. After a while, Aspen returns to my table, along with a steaming paper cup.
Here you go. One ambrosia latte.
Wait, where's the one from Lena? I pop the lid off so I can take a peek at the drink itself. It smells light and fruity, and a swirl of caramel syrup is melting into the coffee and whipped cream.
Looks good.
Hopefully it tastes good too.
I have a tiny sip, since it's too hot to drink very fast. The tartness of the apple actually goes pretty well with the coffee flavor.
It's a little sour, but it's not bad. Not as good as a fairy kiss chiller, though.
Well, I can't complain about that.
The chair squeaks against the floor as Aspen sits down across from me.
So, have you decided how you're going to spend your day?
Not yet. What about you?
There's still another 7.5 hours left
Oh,
of my shift,
I
so
get that.
I'll be here for quite a while.
Did the game pause? I clicked like 3 times, nothing happened.
After work, I try to have a social life or
Oh.
get some writing done.
Oh, dude, that's so hard to do. I respect it. I was literally working, because the way I like to do things is I have 2 projects going at once, and I'm also very bad at sticking to things, but I said it like, okay, I can have what I'm working on mainly, and then the side thing, and I have to stick with those, and I'm literally not allowed to work on anything else until I'm done. So I'm actually working on a fantasy novel right now, and between this, and I've been also just reading a lot of romance things lately in general, I'm like, I kind of want to try writing like a romance visual novel, and it's a very different vibe from the other stuff that I'm writing. So I'm like, it'll be good. I don't want to go too much into detail about it until I have like more stuff done. But like, I've always wanted to make like a visual novel, and by always I mean for the past like 5-ish years. So like, I don't know, and I'm learning I'm getting better with art and my drawing talent and stuff like that. So I'm like, maybe one of these days I could buckle down and make it. So I was working on like character profile stuff today before starting this. I set like an hour aside for it today because that's really all I could afford. So I get it. And I have to like section off certain days for people and certain days for like getting like writing stuff done. Because if I don't, then I'm just never going to finish.
Although lately I usually just collapse on the bed and take a nap.
Not my vibe. I hate taking naps, but you know, I get it.
Hey, me too. Without a bed, though.
Yes, well, I'm sure frolicking through the flowers and chasing rabbits gets tiring.
Is that a bit of sass I hear?
Ooh. Are there rabbits around here?
That look more, her expression looks more like she got hurt instead of like, oh my gosh, rabbits? No, oh way.
Not for long, I imagine. Speaking of which, have you thought about what I said yesterday? About getting a job? It seems you have more than enough time on your hands. You do know what a job is, right?
More or less. I mean, I've seen people at work before. But I've never had my own job before you ask.
Yes, I'm aware. Anyway, you'd have money to buy things you want, and you wouldn't have to steal to get it.
Yeah, but then I'd have to like work, and that's lame.
What do I need money for, though? Juliet lets me sleep at her house, and she even gives me food.
I don't mean to sound rude or anything, but Juliet can't take care of you forever, you know?
I know.
I mean, I would be okay if she did. I wouldn't complain. Right now, I'm still getting used to even living here. I haven't given any thought to what might happen later
I
on.
don't even know what kind of job I could get. Is there some place that would hire me to steal things?
Not legally, no. But maybe you can find a way to use those skills. Maybe you could be a security guard somewhere,
Ooh.
or a locksmith.
I feel like she's a little, not necessarily too finicky, but like she wouldn't pay enough attention to be a guard.
Maybe. What exactly is your job anyway?
Well, as you know, I'm a barista.
And then this is the part where Miho goes, okay, but what does that mean?
That means I make coffee and tea and hot chocolate and whatever else our customers ask for. Some people rely on our products just to get through their day, so I consider it to be a very important job. If we were to close or go out of business, there would be a great many people who would be distraught over it.
I love how expressive the characters are in this. Like, just watching like Aspen's expressions change throughout this conversation has been so fun.
Wow! And you're gonna do this for the rest of your life?
No!
Not for that long, I hope. It's not my passion by any means, but I don't mind it. It can be rather exhausting though, especially on busy days.
I can't say she's selling me on this whole job idea.
What is your passion?
Writing.
It's this.
Like she was waiting for me to ask, Aspen dramatically pulls out a small notebook and puts it on the table. It's the one that I see her writing in all the time. I lean forward to look at it closely. It's not very big, about the size of my hand. It's mostly purple in color. There's an intricate gold pattern around the border. It definitely looks fancy. I could probably get a lot of money for this at the right store.
This is my writing notebook. One of them, at least.
So does she like... Now I need to ask, like, does she actually, like, write everything out, like, physically? Or does she, like, do, like, little scribbles, like, oh, the next part that I was working on, I couldn't find a good way to, like, describe this thing, or, like, how to advance, like, how to get from point A to point B in this scene, but I got it, and then she scribbles it down. I should get a little notebook like that, actually. Because the amount of times I'll be, like, sitting there staring at a page for, like, 10 minutes going, I have this thing that I need to happen in the scene, but I either can't, like, I'm struggling to find a way for it to like naturally happen, or I'm just like, I can't find the right words to describe it. And actually, like, cause like, you know, in my head, like when I describe it, cause it's in my head, I already know what's happening, but like, I'm like, but then I'm able to reread it and be like, that doesn't make any sense to someone who isn't inside my brain. But then I'll be out on like a drive or out with friends and I'll be like, oh, I got it. I figured it out. And then I'll forget it by the time I get home.
My passion is writing, bringing stories and characters to life, making people feel what I feel. There's nothing quite like it. So challenging, yet rewarding. It's both my favorite activity and also the most
Yeah.
frustrating one.
That's how it is, writing and just art in general, because I like to draw, and I genuinely just got done with like one of like the worst art sessions. Because again, today was like a day I was like, it's an art and writing day, all right? I try to do a little of them in every single day, even if it's only like a few sentences and like a few scribbles of like a few gestures or whatnot. But like today I was like, I finished work, worked out, and then I came home and I was like, okay, I have like 3 hours left in my day. One of those hours is going to be art. One of those hours is going to be writing. One of those hours is going to be doing this, because I only got to do one episode yesterday. And I was like, I want to do so much more. And I'm just kind of in like that phase of like, it's not really, my art isn't really getting better, but it's also like kind of like going up and down a little bit, and it's not consistent. And like one day I got done, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a really, really good drawing. And then the next day I was like, which was today, I was like, oh, I hate looking at this. This looks genuinely terrible. Anyways.
This notebook is full of story ideas.
Yeah.
That I come up with, or other interesting details. One of the best parts of working here at the Bell House is that I get to meet so many interesting and inspiring people.
That's how I felt working at the hotel when I did.
For example, when you first came in, I wrote a brief note about you.
What does it say?
I never imagined that just a few days later we'd be having this conversation.
What did it say?
Trust me, I didn't either. What did you write about me?
I saw those little blushies. For some reason, Aspen's face gets a little red. Did you call us cute?
I don't remember, just that I wrote something. It's in another notebook, not this one. My dream is that someday I'll be able to make a living from my writing.
True that.
In fact, when I moved to Wellington a couple of years ago, that was supposed to be the first step. It's been taking longer than I'd like so far. Every morning when I wake up, I tell myself that I'm not going to sleep that night until I finish at least a chapter. But then by the time I'm done with work, all I want to do is pass out. Of course, that just puts me further and further behind. I've really only myself to blame, I suppose, but life doesn't make it easy for me.
All right, no. Here's what we do. Me as Miho gets a job here. We move in together immediately. We split the rent. I work some hours so you can decrease your hours and have more energy. See, if we do that, then you're good, you know? Then you can write more, get out of this job, and then I could be, I guess, stay here, I guess? I don't know. Didn't think that far ahead. Listen, I only thought of the next couple years, not everything. Sighing, Aspen puts her notebook away once more while I sip my drink.
Saying it like that, I can't fault you for not wanting to get a job.
Yeah, you're not, like Miho said, you're not selling it.
I'm only here because I need some way to pay the bills. That's just the life of a starving artist for you.
Did someone say job? Are you getting a job here? Is this an interview?
See Miho get a job here. Lena's down for it. From out of nowhere, Lena appears with a cup in her hands.
No, Miho's just a friend. And were you eavesdropping on us?
It's not eavesdropping if you're in public. You should learn to talk quieter if you don't want people to hear you. Like me.
Yeah.
Tell me you're joking.
About what?
Before Aspen can even answer, Lena turns to face me instead.
Anyway, that's too bad. We could definitely use the help. Hey, why not apply here if you're looking for work? I bet Aspen would put in a good word for you, right?
See, I knew I was right to like Lena. Or was it
I
Lena or
do too.
Lena?
You'd kind of be lying, I guess, since I don't know you that well, but you seem like an alright person. I mean, if Aspen trusts you, you have to be okay, I think. I can go get you an application right now if you want. I printed out a whole stack of them yesterday. Actually, it's the second stack, because the first one jammed up the printer and...
It's funny how effective just making the text so small and having so much fillage just makes you feel overwhelmed by what she's saying.
Luna, I am begging you to please be normal.
What? Tell me why it's a bad idea.
I genuinely don't
Do you
think it
not
is.
What's your name again?
Miho.
Do you not think Miho could do it?
Well, okay, actually, no, to be fair, Miho getting a job is way harder than Aspen is making it out to be. She literally has to be there every single day or she'll be forgotten. Like, what?
No, it's not that. I'm sure she'd do great. It's just...
Wait, that sounds fun. Would I get to work with you?
Yeah, we'd work together. Oh, you meant Aspen, didn't you? Yeah, she'd be there too.
Slapping her hands on the desk, Aspen stands up from the table.
It's certainly an idea. Perhaps one we should discuss later. Lena, you and I should be getting to work.
Okay, Lena.
Don't you think?
Okay, boss.
Please just go unlock the door.
Okay.
Why is she so against it? Is it the thing that I said? Smirking, Lena heads towards the front of the store.
Feel free to hang out for a bit if you'd like, Miho. Although it's going to get busy soon, so I won't...
Oh, wait, I almost forgot. If you need something to do, come play tennis with me this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yes?
Yeah, you hit the ball back and forth over the net.
I know what it is. Is that your hobby?
For now, I like trying new things.
Oh my gosh. See, we have stuff to do now. Let's go.
I'll think about it. I should try something new myself too.
That's our something new. Let's do it.
I wasn't asking.
Oh.
Anyway, you said it yourself. You're totally coming. So, I'll see you there.
Okay.
Me and Miho are having completely different. I like the assertiveness of like, I'm not asking, you're coming to play tennis with me. And Miho's like, I don't know about this. I can't help but feel I've been roped into something here, but it's true that I should at least give it a shot. Maybe I'll turn out to like it more than I expect.
Cool.
Lena starts to leave again, but then suddenly jumps back around to face me again.
Oh, right. There's one more thing.
How many more things does she have? I can practically feel Aspen's did I just say exasperation as Lena runs back and slams the cup she was carrying onto the table in front of me.
This. Tell me which one you like more. The one I made or the one Aspen made?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, the delivery on this is so good. With an unnecessary loud sigh, Aspen goes and unlocks the front door herself. I'm over halfway done with Aspen's drink, but I take another gulp, paying attention to the mix of flavors. Then I do the same with Lena's. Lena watches eagerly, fist clenched in excitement.
So, what you think? Come on, be honest.
I can't taste a single
They're
difference.
both good.
Sure, but which one's better?
Taking another sip of each, I try to detect anything that's different between them, but can't. Fortunately, Aspen saves me. She looms behind Lena like a phantom.
Lena, don't you think maybe you should go check the croissants?
No, I already looked at them earlier. A couple of them were kind of schoolish, but I tried to massage them back into shape. Don't worry,
I genuinely thought I accidentally clicked something. For once, Lena's the one cut off as Aspen jerks on her apron strings, and she flaps her wings to maintain her balance.
Why don't you go check on them again? Or maybe the muffins, if you haven't yet.
Fine. We all know Miho just didn't want to hurt your feelings anyway.
See, I was so scared it was actually going to give me the option. I thought Miho was going to be like, oh, I really like this one better. And then it was going to be like, give me the option of like, what do I do? Tell the truth and say that Lena's is better, or try not like say that Aspen's is better? Obviously, I'd say Aspen, but like, come on. I also don't want to lie. Aspen releases her, and Lena walks off back to the cafe like an embarrassed cat, pretending it was her idea all along. After she disappears into the kitchen, Aspen sighs yet again.
I'm sorry about that.
That's fine. She seems nice.
That is certainly one way.
That's how I would describe her. She seems super
What I was
nice.
trying to say earlier is that you can stay here if you want, but I won't be able to chat. Our first customers will be here any minute now.
That's okay. I'll probably go back to the library once I finish my drinks.
All right, I'll see you later then. And don't feel obligated to finish both if you don't want to.
I'm gonna try. Bye!
God, Miho's so cute. Like Lena, Aspen also retreats behind the counter and starts filling the display case with pastries. I wonder if any of them are the croissants Lena was talking about. Sure enough, it isn't long before the first customers start to show up. Aspen takes her order with the fake, nice voice that she used when she first met me. When we first met. Already I've gotten more used to hearing her regular speaking voice instead. It's interesting to know that even normal humans like her still pretend to be other people sometimes. It's interesting to know that even normal humans like her still pretend to be other people sometimes. I wonder why she feels like she has to do that. So far, she's one of the nicest humans I've ever met. Aww, that's so cute. After I finish up my first coffee, I toss the cup away but hold on to the second. I'll drink it later or something. Aspen waves as I leave the Bell House and start making my way back to the library. I've had my fill of wandering around for at least a few days. If I'm going to be bored, I might as well do it while I'm comfy. Job or not, Aspen is definitely right about one thing. I really do need to find something better to do with my time. It didn't really give me a whole lot of options here. It's go to empty places or Hatatatiti Park. Can I even click on other places? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I was making little teases, but they're not even selectable. So we'll go here. But we'll do that in the next one. Yeah. If you can't tell, I'm still loving this. I think it's great. I vibe with it. And Lena, super fun. Love her already. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, wait, one more thing. Also, I do apologize if it's not the best thing for me to talk about, like, stuff outside of, like, just reading the visual novel, like, outside of just reading, you know what I mean? If people don't like that, then I will stop. But I feel like that's kind of like one of the points of like watching someone. I guess one of the points of watching someone read a visual novel is that you don't actually have to sit down and read it yourself. But also one of the things of like having someone else read it is that, you know, you get a little bit of spicy, and by spicy I mean very mundane. Hey, me too, girl. For that's just like me. Moments. But anyways, with that being said. Did I even make a point there? Oh yeah, if people don't like me doing that, then I'll stop. But if people don't mind it, then I'll just keep doing it. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, I want to put myself over here. I keep forgetting that there we go. There we go. Now when I look this way, I'm actually looking at the screen. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.